Hey yo, what's up my beloved champions fam? It's the bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video, and a brand new champion has made their official debut within the game, and none other than modern era technician Julius Creed, the Creed brothers. And with that debut, we have the all-new Summer Swelter weekend content block. Now, in a couple of hours, we are going to be partaking in some faction feud action. But in the meantime, we got some limited time tours to explore and conquer. So we're going to hop on in right now, right out of the gate. More than likely, depending on the time that you watch this video, there will be two tours that you are able to take on right off the bat. You have the Judgment Day tour. Obviously, the contest superstar within here is going to be any member, male husbando member of the Judgment Day, whether it's Dirty Dom, Damian Priest, or the boy Finn Balor. Aside from that, you have the Challenge Tour. For the normal mode, you need a modern era striker to get the bonus resources. For hard mode, you need a modern era trickster. And then for hell mode, all you need is just a modern era rep. For the middle tour, depending on what time you're watching this tour is only available to those who were able to recruit Julius Creed early, whether you pulled him ahead of time in the midweek contest shenanigans banner, or you were able to get in early with the loot when it officially dropped, and you were able to pick him up, or maybe you even got lucky and pulled him from a chest. I did see that happen within my faction. Someone was able to pull him at 3-star bronze right out of the chest. That is the only way you're going to be able to take care of this tour. And again, there is a time limit on it. So kudos to those who are able to do it. If you are not able to take it down, it is not the end of the world. There will be other opportunities to pick up resources. The chests that are available within these tours do give you chances at additional premium prize wall currency, so don't worry about that. And there's going to be plenty of other medallions for the normal prize wall, so you can pick up things there. But we're going to go ahead and hop right on in and take care of this Judgment Day tour. Look, it is real simple. Either you were able to pull Dirty Dom or Damian Priest Judgment Day, both modern era tricksters, from the 6-star gold guaranteed loot banners that have been up and running, or maybe you pulled them beforehand in their initial release, or a banner that dropped before this MLC. Or you're like yours truly, the bad guy. Maybe you've been playing the game for a little bit and you were able to partake with that Pride Week contest reward drop, daily reward drop, and you were able to pick up the broski, the man himself, Prince Devitt, or should I call him Finn Balor, the Judgment Day, modern era showboat. Now, this guy, in my opinion, is definitely a top-notch character, especially be given out for free alongside his gear, +6 towards all moves. Doesn't matter what you do. So literally, if you have the +4 tour MLC perk already going and maxed out, let alone his gear, you're going to be able to get everything started off of turn 1. So that is something that's going to save you a lot of time of moving around MP trainers and allow you to load up and double down on whether it be gem damage, move damage, so on and so forth. Your entourage is going to have a little more wiggle room with that. Now, we do have some moments for him. We have 2 moments. We have one that is for the tour that is going to help us out. It is not fully maxed out all the way, but with the tours, purple gems will do 141% more damage. Green gems will do 141% more damage. And within faction feuds, moves that generate countdown gems will generate four more, and protect gems generated from moves will reduce damage by an additional amount of damage. It's not showing it. And then we have this one. This is obviously another one. This is specifically for Showdown. So we are not worried about that. We are worried about the Judgment Day one. This is going to give us a buff because we're going to do some stuff here. Look, it is triple purple. Worst case scenario, if the triple purple does not work as we get further into the tour, we'll go to our handy dandy stun lock routine and we will just cycle the crap out of that. But with this one, it is real easy. We are buffing up nothing but purple gem damage due to those countdown gems that are going to be able to be coming out from the snowfall. So look, Sling Blade first, we're dealing damage. We're increasing our purple gem damage by 94% for 2 turns. Then we are going to apply the Dragon Sleeper Elbow Drop, dealing damage and choosing a 5x1 area to make it a Snowfall Gems. And once broken by us, it is going to create rows of countdown gems, one-turn countdown gems that are going to deal damage and create 2 random gems into purple. So that's the aim of it after the end of the countdown. Finally, we have the double foot stomp. That is going to deal damage and make 5 of those snowfall gems into blue gems. So real easy. You can literally lay down the snowfalls first. You can pop the gem damage boost. It's either or. They're interchangeable. But then you're going to go ahead and you're going to make those snowfall gems into blue gems. It's going to create rows of countdown gems. By you making that Zawal Cardo with the blue, all you need is a 3-match. After that, hopefully you got a little bit of space to work with, wiggle room when it comes to the pin bar. You get your 3-match, and literally right out of the gate, countdown gems are going to activate, flood the board with purple, and you're going to be making immense damage. So aside from buffing our moves, our gem damage with the Sling Blade move, we got nothing but purple gem damage entourage going on here. We got Tech Gunta. We with the purple move starting with 2 more MP. So if we weren't able to get our moves off, we're definitely getting them off. Plus, purple gems are going to do 30% more damage. Then we have both Zombie Drew and Hero Ray. Purple gems are going to do 12k flat gem damage. And last but not least, we got my man Rockin' Reigns, Legend Powerhouse Roman Reigns. Purple gems are going to deal 30% more damage. And if this guy had a choose move, we would be able to generate more purple gems. But we are just focused on the purple gem damage. So we're going to go ahead. Enough talking. Let's lock and load. You already know how it goes. Normal and hard mode gameplay. Autoplay all day. When it comes to hell mode, we lock and load and watch the gems explode, and we wreak havoc because Judgment Day is back at it. So we're going to go ahead and dive on in, and we're going to see if we can punch a little bit above our weight with this moveset. So we're going to rock in. We're going to take care of the Tribal Chief, and we're going to get busy. Now, again, worst case scenario, we're going for contest resources. We're going for the extra goodies. Worst case situation, we just literally swap some moves around, and we put the blue stun in, and we call it a day. That's literally all we have to do. That's the only other change we have to do. We keep the snowfall, we keep the choose area, and then we just stun. Stun right off the bat to buy us some time. So it is not the end of the world here. All right. Boom. We're going to do that. It's going to change those into countdown gems. Now, there it goes with that. So this is going to force a pin one way or the other. That is fine. He's going to destroy some gems. That is also fine. It's just going to cycle. We're going to be able to do some things. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to destroy some gems. Whoopee. Go ahead and get your moment in, Roman, because in the end, it's inevitable. I just don't like it when the only downside about using Finn when this happens is they're going to load, and because they're going off now, sadly, we're not going to be able to load up what we would like to load up. So we got to go for the purple, and we're fully loaded again, but he's now going to go and destroy some more gems. That's the only caveat about Finn. This is the only thing about it with the cascades. It's hit and a miss. It is definitely a hit and a miss when it comes to this because, again, you're not utilizing the stun. The stun might be slower, but it is a control-based move set. So that's something to always consider. So if we got to call that audible, we will call that audible. But if everything goes well and goes our way, we will be okay. So we will see what is about to happen here. Now we're going to go ahead and reset everything. And we're looking around, see if we can do anything that will not cause a early pin once this happens. We will see how everything drops down. Because if we can do it, everything's good. And you got to remember, there is no strap on him right now. This is just him. This is just him going in raw. So we will see what we will get here. I want to do that purple. I would like to drop it down, but I don't know. But we are going to see what happens here when we take that. All right, boom. Everything's going to explode. Extra turn, more damage. We're fully loaded, and we will see what the damage is looking like. It's over. So he does hit hard. He does hit hard. But it is RNG when it comes to those cascades. If you can get everything on a good day, he won't cascade. You'll get your 5 match with the blue. You'll create all your countdown gems, and then you can do a 3 match, and boom, it's over. So that's what you're looking for. Thank God we got black. We got black TP. I am so grateful for that because we are completely drained of TP. If you have not seen my talent up, we went the distance. There were some discrepancies, but we're going to keep on pushing now. We're going to go up against a fellow six-star bronze here in Jimmy Uso. You know how we get down. No props. We're not going to do no props. And also, as you can see with this video, I went back to my normal way. Look, I understand that I consider, and I'm very, very appreciative and considerate of all your kind words, your advice, and everything. But everyone's content is different. There's plenty of champions content creators out there that block their currency, that are going to hide their information. That is fine, and I have nothing against it. But look, I'm darned if it's literally catch-22. You can't please everybody. So you know what? I've made my peace. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. I tried to do the cropping. Then, I'm thinking, well, you know what? I'm going into this like this. I'm going to crop this stuff the best way I can because I make all my videos off my phone. So I literally do everything off the phone. No more, no less. I'm not trying to do anything extra, right? So with that being considered, I can only edit so much on there. I try to do the little emojis to cover my coins and my cash, and I get why everybody wants me to do it. But at the end of the day, y'all, it just didn't work out. And then when I went to go ahead and crop it, some of y'all were like, well, now it's cropped, but now we don't see the health or anything. It's like, look, I'm just going to go back to what I'm most comfortable with. At the end of the day, it's a video game, y'all. It is a mobile game. If the worst case situation happens, it's not the end of the world for me. I am not going to be tripping. I might be a little like, that's crazy. This world is temporary, y'all. I'm not going to get caught up and thrown off because I can't play Champions anymore. There are other mobile games I could cover, and like I've spoken on before, I'm like, that's kind of crazy to me that someone would go that far to hack someone's account. To each his own. If that's important to you, that kind of shows where your priorities are at, buddy. But when it's all said and done, though, real talk, I enjoy this game a lot. I love this game, and I'm going to keep on doing what I do. But I've literally watched so many other content creators from other games, and they don't have to crop out their information. They don't have to crop out their currency for coins. They don't have to crop out the currency they use for their pulls and everything in the game. So it just leaves me baffled that some people, you're willing to go that far to take someone else's account when you can literally, the amount of effort that you're showing and the promise and intelligence you're showing to do that, you can literally get a job for that and make money so you can invest in the game like I have and so many others have. To each his own, though. To each his own. So it's one of those things that's highly, highly interesting. But look, moving forward, y'all, I'm not worried. My coins are going to fluctuate. My cash is going to fluctuate. Sometimes I'm going to do pulls. Sometimes I'm not going to do pulls. It is not the end of the world. And at the end of the day, it is a game. It is a pastime. It is a passion. But it is not the be-all, end-all for me. So I am highly grateful for all of y'all that reach out to me and told me about it. But look, I see Sir Zorro. He does plenty of videos too where his stuff isn't cropped out. And he's got a way higher heavyweight, heavy-duty account than mine, and he's doing just fine. So that we'll just leave it there. But I do appreciate those that do consider me and want to look out for me and want what's best for me. So I am highly grateful and appreciative for that. But Also, good news. I did watch the video before I got started doing this video from Champions Chat. Please go over and support the guys. Look, when it comes to knowledge, and information and breakdowns of things going on in this community, right there alongside Professor, Champions Chat is where it's at. Very, very reminiscent to how Gearsan used to break things down. So, the legacy lives on, and when it comes to Champions Chat, they broke down some real good information. If you're a part of the Universal Champions Club, if you're a part of that, they actually listen to the community, and there is a lot of good things going on right now. They actually have updated it. They have dropped the prices when it comes to picking up certain superstars. Randy Savage is officially in there. So now all variations of Randy Savage can be equipped, can be pulled, can be recruited from the Universal Champions Club. So that is amazing right there. Especially Powerhouse, Masters of the WWE Universe Randy. I remember the pulls that Gearsan did to pick him up back in the day. Talk about nostalgia, man. Literally can do crazy, insane in the membrane damage right out of the gate from turn one. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's something to certainly consider. He is there now. So that is a thing. Hall of Fame Randy, Legend Striker, King Macho Man, all of them are available now. They've discounted the prices, like Roxanne Perez. Shout out to Lee finally picking up his boo thing. He was able to finally get her because now she cost, I believe, now she costs $200K. So it's a lot more accessible to get her, whereas before it was a little bit up there. People that were costing you $1 million, they're now down to like maybe 700,000 or 500,000. So it gives you more utility with your investments. So that's a blessing in itself, That's definitely something to look out for. It's looking like we are going to have to opt out for the skip build. We are going to have to do that if we're going to secure a W against Sammy, because he's just going to keep loading back up. Unless he does that, you know what? And that is fine. The AI is going to do what it does. But aside from the Champions Club, aside from it giving the overhaul of superstars, like Rex Regum is now in there, S+ tier. If you join the club and you get your resources, you do mega pulls and everything. If you're able to take care of everything right out of the gate, you are going to be able to walk away with some top tier units that can change your account forever, especially if you're new. This is definitely, with the moves they've done, it's going to allow you to get things a progression further ahead without any problems. And one of the cool things they did, they had a feature already there. It was called the drops. Like you were able to get drops in there, and it was saying coming soon. Well, the drops are now here. If you log in, you're able to pick up a 6-star gold token. You're able to pick up a Summer of Darkness loot coin, and you're able to pick up a Summer Swelter loot coin as well. So they listened to the community, and they've made it easier for you to pick up superstars. They're giving you opportunities because look, the loot coin that I used counted as the first loot coin, the Summer Swelter loot coin I got from the portal. That counted as the loot coin that they have, the loot coin requirement they normally have for their different contests. That counted towards it. So that was something that was highly, highly clutch and came out beneficial. Now, we're going to try our best to beat Solo on this go around, but it's always great when they show that they listen to the community, they consider listening and putting things forward. Now, I am not going to lie to you right now. This is why we're going to check this out. What is his moveset? Okay, he's going to increase his purples. He's going to make traps in the reds. Okay, so he's a cycling machine. If broken by your opponent, deal damage and respawn. So he's doing wow. Okay, so he was the originator of that. Well, now technically, honestly, Kevin Owens is the originator of that. But wow, okay, that's cool. Look, Trap Gems are making a big comeback right here. So he's going to respawn the Trap Gem, but if broken by him, it's going to increase his purple move by 4. Okay, so this is literally one of those things, like if we can get a good cascade right out of the gate, we're golden. But one thing that is also essential to see, like look at what Finn Balor's able to do at 6-star bronze. He's punching above his weight. He's able to do some good things if the board is well, if the board treats him right. Now the cool thing here, if everything goes right, if everything goes right, we can do away with a lot of those red gems that he needs to make his match. So right out of the gate, we could do something really, really good. It just depends on how the cookie crumbles. It depends on how everything falls right here. So we're going to make the blues, pray that something, and of course that had to happen. I hate that because sometimes when you're this close to it, when you're that close to the pin bar, sometimes it will give you a pass. It will literally be like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and just, we're just going to go ahead and let you do what you need to do. I'm going to just get rid of the red just because that's what he needs to prioritize right now. But other times, sometimes it'll let you get away with it, and other times it won't. Just like, okay, he's got that. We're able to blow up the board. We're going to be able to dwindle him down. This is not going to be easy, but a couple of turns, if everything falls right and everything goes well, it could work out because it depends on what he does. If he did the trap gems first, it might have been in some trouble. He's going for the wild card, so we know what kind of situation he's about to put down. We're going to go ahead and take this, boom, knock that out. But Finn, you're seeing, like, this is a guy that everyone got for free. If you were playing back during that time, if you had joined Champions, you were seeing what this guy's doing. Free to play. He was a premium dude, and he was given to everybody. Now, this is where I might have to draw the line on that one because they're going to turn into blues, and I don't want too crazy of a Zawal Cardo going on. So we're going to do that. But look at the look. Here we go again. Oh, my Lord. The plus side is if it worst case situation, depending on how it goes, we would be able to get out of the pinning situation because the pinning situation is coming. The only downside about it is well, he's putting the traps down. He's going to turn them. That's where it's going to hurt. That's where it hurts. And he's going to transform them into red, so he's going to be able to cycle. And then this becomes a problem. This is when it becomes problematic. Now, we got all these purples on the board, but he's fully loaded once again. Look at the damage. We're going to be able to kick out, and that's a blessing within itself. But then now we don't have the skill plate that cycles the purple. So that's the one thing that does hurt us because I believe the smoke skill plate, you break blue, you get purple, or it's vice versa. Now it's a thing of we are at his disposal right here. And the downside about the stun lock build is, yes, it does help you out. Yes, it might take a little longer. It might be a stall situation. But the downside is now you're sacrificing your purple gem damage because now you can't efficiently cycle it. So, I mean, it happens. It's bound to happen. Some things are just inevitable. We're not using props. That's a no-go. I'm not going to do that out of respect for Mark Rangley. We're not going to do that here. But it is a thing where you see the good and the bad. He's still a guy that's worth taking up because he's definitely guaranteed right out of the gate he's going to get moves off. But right here, as you all can see, depending on how things drop, again, he might allow us to kick out, but we're too deep in. If we didn't have that cascade, if we didn't have those cascades like that, we would be able to do so much more. But that's not the case. So now we're going to have to reevaluate, and now we go in with the slower build. I was hoping for this to be short, sweet, and brief, but this is what happens. I mean, if we had started this and he didn't get his reds off sooner, and we were a little bit in, and the drops happened the way they did, we would be able to do so much more. But that's not what went down here. There's expectations and reality, y'all, and we're not spending money, and we're just going to have to go back in, and for entertainment, we are going to just go ahead and rock and roll. We're going to bring this man back to life, back to reality. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So now we're going to go in, and we just put the stun lock in. That's literally that's the resolution right there. We put the stun lock in, And then we put this here. Like I said, the downside about it all is that you're sacrificing the extra boost to the purple gems. But you buy yourself time too. So it's one of those caveats. It's like, yeah, takes longer, but the win is going to be a lot more securable and affordable. So we're going to go ahead and hop on in. This time around, boom, right out of the gate, stun lock, you're stunned. Buy us some time. Boom. Now we go and put this right here at the very tippy top. Make our countdowns. Hopefully nothing cascades. It's safer to put them there because you want more countdown gems on the board. That is what you want. You want more countdowns on the board so you can blow it up and do damage. And we get a good look on that. So boom. So now instead of doing like 4 to 5 million, obviously if we had double fury on him, he'd be getting hit a lot more. But now we can buy some time and we can control it. Again, this is a guy that I'm showing you, like, you don't always need to cheese things like with a Zombie Austin. Zombie Austin is great. I'm never going to take anything away from him. He was the king. I remember seeking him and pursuing him in the Halloween trick-or-treat bags. I remember those days. But then it gets to a point where, look, hey, sometimes you need 20 turns. Sometimes you just need one. And if everything goes right, if everything falls into place, you're golden. And again, like I know someone might be looking, you're doing it wrong, man. Like you're doing the snowfall so you can get yourself an extra turn. I know. But it's just showcasing what you can do. Sometimes you don't need the extra turn. Everything works out. Now, here we go again. Boom. Lock and load. Then we hit him. We put him in a loop. We're like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Zwelter. That's what we got going on. So, boom. We buffed it. And we made a mistake. All right. Boom. Right there. It is not the end of the world, people. It is not the end of the world, but we are going to drop that because we don't want him to get his red. Boom, 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 boom. This is when mistakes and errors were made. That is on me. That is on me. So we got the blue. He's got the red. He's got the choose move. So we got to get out of the pen and we got to get that. We got to get that blue. That is basically the objective here. Get the blue. He's going to do everything in one fall swoop. But we don't do edits around here. So live and learn. This is where we should have stacked the blue up. But I mean, it's going to hurt. I mean, obviously damage will be dealt. There will be discrepancies. And of course, he takes the blue, he takes the purple. He just takes everything that I need. Boom. All right. Maybe we kick out, maybe we don't. Let's go with the yellow. Oh, boy. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. All right. Third time is the charm. That is completely on me. I literally, realized, depending on how your setup is, me personally, you know what? I'm pretty confident that I can go in here and beat him just like this by playing it right. Depending on how you have your setups, I used to always have them like left to right, finisher on the left, everything that sets up the finisher. But I'm left-handed, so then I inverted it so that way it's the opposite, so I can build up to the finisher, and that worked out a lot for me. This was one of the situations where I jumped the gun a little too quick because I would normally, depending on who the character is, I'll have it going either this way, like boom. I'll either have it going like boom, boom, boom. Or I'll have it going boom, boom, boom. It depends on who the character is. Depends on how I feel like pressing the buttons. So some people, I trust the AI to do it and I don't have to touch a thing. Other people, I'm like, okay, I gotta be hands on it because I can't trust you. You get too messy. Like I give you an opportunity, I give you praise, and then next thing you know, you screw the pooch. So We know what to do this time around, y'all. For those who are like, you could have stacked the stun. I've done it in the past. I'm only human. So let's do it right this time, okay? Wild card. Boom. We got that loaded. We already know. We got another skip turn. We already got it. We're going to get the blue up again. And we know that he can't do nothing. So he's going to take the purple damage. It's a clean sweep. Literally clean sweep on this one. So boom, there we go. Locked in. Next thing you know, doesn't hit as hard. It's still safe. We're going to stack it 2 turns each time now. So he stacked up. Another stun. Another Pele kick. Pele. Then we put these over here. We got a purple right there. There's a loot box, so hopefully there's nothing around. I like boards like this where it literally looks like there would have to be something crazy that happens in order for it to crazy cascade. Something up top would have to happen. So now we got the blue. We loop it. A little more time consuming. We learn from our mistakes. Boom. We get that. It loads up. It explodes. We're good to go. We're going to keep on stacking it. We're dwindling them down. Again, the triple purple works better. And because I'm not doing the props, yes, this could have gone a completely different route. But this is one of those things too. When it comes to different gameplay and different situations, I can understand why you would want to utilize props. Sometimes the prop shenanigans are very fun and exciting. And then there's other times where it's like, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. I'm human. I'm not out here saying that I am a big brain genius when it comes to this game like Sir Zorro. I'm not saying anything like that. There's some things where I can figure it out. And then there's other times where it's like, hey, you know, it was cool to figure that situation out. And then other times it's like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm happy. I figured something out. Other things I might be a little behind. But I always believe this too. Wise man once said, if you're the smartest man in the room, that is a problem. So I am always going to be learning. That's why I'm always checking out different content creators' videos, because there's certain things that I don't know. So I'm not going to act like I'm the guy to go to that's going to have that answer. But I listen to people who are very wise and highly intelligent and intellectual when it comes to this game, and they're just as passionate as I. I'm like, okay, well, if they're saying that this is a good move, then I think there's nothing wrong with me saying, hey, my brother or sister asked me, is this person worth it? Well, if Two Bob's saying that that's a good situation, I think that you ain't failing there. If Merrick says that's a pretty good look, I'm pretty confident it's a good look. So that's how you got to approach things nowadays. It's all about having fun. And this is crazy because I've literally done videos in the past. I've done a video of gameplay with Finn Balor, and everything was right. Looped it, stacked it. Today, it just wasn't there. So here we go. We got a couple more bouts, a couple more rounds. Now, obviously, this is not the build to do in a faction feud if your faction fam is all about speed and efficiency. This is not the build. But then again, hey, if you got an ultimate strap on them and you got the scenario right for it, maybe if they're willing, then they like, hey, time isn't a thing to us, cool. But if not, I'm like, I don't think a lot of people would have that kind of patience for you, buddy. They be trying to take your lane left and right. So we got a good cascade after that. Another 3 mil, dwindling them down, but the win is in our sights. There's no way. We're always going to be one turn ahead, always one turn ahead. So that is what I like. So we're going to put that there. We're going to drop these down. We're going to get the stun again. And we'll be wrapping this up. And then I got to do these challenges. These challenges are going to be fun. These challenges are going to be exciting. I'm hyped. I'm actually really excited and pumped about these challenge videos I plan on doing, because just the group of guys that I plan on using against Julius, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be different, especially for one in particular, because I love using him as a coach, but don't really use him for gameplay like that. Don't really use him like that. But he's going to learn today. He's going to learn today. Best believe that. Somebody going night, and that's going to be Julius Creed. So, boom. Didn't get the 3-star, but we got the goodies. We got a milestone. We take those. We take those. So boom. That is the Summer Swelter Tour for the Judgment Day. All rise. And it makes sense too. I love MLCs that have an aesthetic, that have a concept, and everything falls in line for it. The Judgment Day being required makes sense. The Demon Finn Balor being a bonus character, the Boogeyman, to even Bray Wyatt, the new face of fear. I love when they have a theme and they stick with it and they run with it. Even if you have the off shot, it's always a great thing to see. But that is the video. Finn Balor did his thing. He came through clutch. Poor gameplay choices on my side, but we did get the dub. No props used, no autoplay whatsoever, and we came out on top. And again, this is just a showcase to prove to you, Scopely sometimes they will give you a good one. And when you get a champion who also gets their gear, like people were literally pulling or doing like spending money to get the gear, and then they just drop it on your lap. Yeah, he's a couple years old. Yes, there are other top tier showboats out there. Rex Regum, Seth freaking Rollins, Vader Time, Regal. But for those who don't pull like that, to those who are fans of Finn Balor, we got a good one in him, and he served his purpose. We're going to have to put some work in. Honestly, no lie, I was eyeing up that deal in the store just to get. I literally $15 to get the shards for him to ensure that I got all his moves covered to take him up to 6-star gold. I don't see no problem with doing that. And those are the kind of moves you want to make. Like, he's 6-star bronze already. So buying the 5-star gold pack plus the 6,000 shards additional, everything's covered tenfold. So that is something that you want to look at too. If you're a spender, it makes sense to go for it. Just like with the Razor packs that they have for $20. I think it was $20 and you get 300 shards. Well, if you spent 60, you got 900 shards of them, and maybe you were 900 shards away from a powerhouse Razor. Boom! You just got the moment for the Final Testament with Tech Cross and Trickster Akam. Maybe you got the nearing the end skill plate. You got all the bells and whistles. It would make sense for you to go ahead and invest in that. Similar to here. You got him for free at 5-star bronze. Maybe you already been working on him and got him the 5-star gold or 6-star bronze. Now you have the shards that not only guarantee that you can evolve him to 6-star bronze to silver to gold, but you could also have extra shards of him to cover the color TP that you're lacking in. So that is something to consider. But this is the video, y'all. I hope y'all certainly enjoyed it. I know that I did tenfold. It was definitely a blast. It was definitely incredible. And I'm glad that we got to do this together. So, look, at the end of the day, hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved Champions fam. If you enjoyed this video, mistakes and all, do yourselves a favor, like the video, share the video with your faction fam or anybody who's intrigued in getting into WWE Champions. And most importantly, all these things don't cost you a dime to do. But if you really like the content and you want to see what happens next, do yourselves a favor by subscribing to the channel so you know what is coming down the pipeline from yours truly, the bad guy of WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. And I'm praying for you all tenfold. One tour down, another tour to go. Then we got the Brutus Creed tour, the free-to-play, where we're going to get those steps so we can knock out this feud and get that done and dabble and partake in that. So it is going to be exciting. So stay tuned, y'all. Remember, we're going to do a feuding around and finding out video too. Maybe one with a light mix, maybe a couple heavy hitters and some fodder, and then another one that's going to be a high number. Obviously, I'm hoping and praying that depending who my partners are, they choose wisely when they see me in the queue. If they can match me, then let's go and get it. hopefully they don't put me in a handicap. The shenanigans can go either way. But with that being said, y'all, I love you all. Stay tuned. Have a blessed weekend. Get ready to do some feuds, smash some gems, and take names. And until next time, peace.